Welcome to Speaking of Coasters, the show that takes everything going on in the coaster industry over the past few weeks and combines them all into one video. I am your host, Nick Koss, and sorry for the lateness. I was gone all last week due to summer camp. So I'm just going to make this video really quick and I'm just going to explain a few short things. So let's start off with saying there were two accidents. One was on an Zack Spin in Spain, where from my understanding, a teenage boy was eventually flown out, or he was thrown out, and apparently all the Zack Spins are closed for now. And that's all I really know on this. I'm just not going to really bring it out much. Next piece of news is that what's it called? Apologies. Next piece of news is that Verruckt, the tallest water slide in the world, has finally opened up at Schlitterbahn in Kansas City. Next piece of news is that a few signs has popped up in Carowinds about its 2015 edition, calling it the 8th wonder of the world. And while a lot of people thought it was going to be named Fury 305, they've been dropping some Rome hints into it as a Roman theme, which another trademark they filed is Centurion. So that may be the forefront as the name of the coaster. The construction wall near the old go-karts location is where it's supposed to be. 8th wonder of the world, ? And stuff like that. Screamscape has also found multiple images about the layout of the coaster, and it looks like it's not going to be that different from Leviathan. Next piece of news, Cedar Point has offered to name a coaster after LeBron James. They originally said if he would come back to the Cavaliers, which we all know by now that he is, they would name a coaster after him. So they have to go through all that legal process now, and they haven't really announced what roller coaster it's going to be, but expect to find something out in the next few weeks. They're going to have a contract with LeBron James and stuff like that. And then going over to Six Flags Magic Mountain, where latest, from my understanding, there was a tree that fell onto Ninja, which dislocated part of the track, which caused the next train the first car to derail, and people were stuck for up to 3 hours on the ride. Nobody was killed from what I heard. I believe 4 people had to go to the hospital, but otherwise nothing really extremely serious. And from what I heard, Ninja is going to be closed for a little while. And then, lastly, Kentucky Kingdom. Ever since they've reopened, they've been so popular. Attendance has been through the roof. It's been like, it's just been like, after, it's, like the attendance has increased since Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom by about 24%, and then revenues from Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom by 65%. And that really tells you what the new ownership of Ed Hart, or return ownership of Ed Hart and Company, is really doing to this area. And it's just year out, or day after day, week after week, it's just becoming more and more popular, and people are genuinely loving that Kentucky Kingdom is coming back. So with that being said, that pretty much wraps up this episode of Speaking of Coasters. Sorry it wasn't that long. Sorry that it took so long to get out. I was just so busy with the documentary when I got back, and then summer camp last week for scouts, and blah, 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 blah. You get the point. But when all said and done, I'm back, and hopefully the next episode will be on time. I plan to have it on time on the, I believe next week, Friday is the 25th. So the next episode will be out on the 25th. I'll make sure of that. And that pretty much wraps up this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your night. Keep coasting. One last piece of news. Zumanjaro Drop of Doom has opened on July 4th at Six Flags Great America. Or Great Adventure. Okay, I'm done now. Good night.